Before we get into our scenarios, we will be mentioning sexual assault. So if that is something that is activating to you, we suggest that you do what you need to do to prepare yourself for that. We also want to let you know that Care Bears and emotional support volunteers will be identifiable because they will be wearing rainbow bandanas. So if you need to find a Care Bear or support person, just ask for the people in the rainbow bandanas. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. My name is Camille. I use all pronouns, and I'm the Policy Movement Building Director at CAV.
Hi, my name is Melissa Moore. I use they and them pronouns, and I'm the Director of Organizing for WREN, but you can also call me Pickles.
Thank you all so much for your interest in supporting folks on Wednesday, November 9th at the State House while the Senate debates the future of abortion rights in our state. Our reproductive futures are literally on the line, and that can cause major stress for our communities. That is where you come in. Care Bears are volunteers who provide emotional support to participants during the day of the action. A great Care Bear is an active listener, comfortable with the limitations of a peer-to-peer engagement, and does not feel pressured to speak when they don't know what to say. They are an advocate for enthusiastic consent before touching or administering physical comfort, and they are someone who will respect the chosen names, pronouns, and gender identities of all folks on the gender spectrum. Finally, they also must identify as an actively anti-racist individual. Before we get into our demonstration, I do want to give real-life context to a Care Bear in my real life. There was an event that we had in which we were at the State House, and it was a normal day, except I got pulled over on my way to South Carolina. So I was a little shaken when I arrived to the ground, and the police were in their normal standard places until they started stepping onto the grass, in which they did so alongside cop dogs. As a Black person in America, seeing a police officer with a dog gives me the creeps. And I was visibly shaken and went to my real life Care Bear, Commander Pickles. I made Commander up, but we're going with it. Commander Pickles saw that I was shaken, held the space for me to let them know I'm freaked out. I don't want to see cops with dogs while I'm trying to rally for my rights. They took my bag for me and helped me get to a space where I felt comfortable, where I was allowed to sit for the duration of the rally, because I never actually did get more comfortable. If not for Commander Pickles, I would not be in that space. I wouldn't have been able to be there like I wanted to. I probably would have just went home to my mom. So I thank Commander Pickles, and if they're ready, we can get into our demonstration.
Ready to go.
All right. Hey, I heard you were offering peer support. I'm having a hard time sitting through this debate. I am a survivor of sexual assault, and this whole session is bringing up scary feelings for me.
Thank you for talking to me about this. I use they and them pronouns. What pronouns were you like for me to use with you?
I use all pronouns for this case. Thank you for asking.
It's understandable that this debate is bringing up feelings of vulnerability, fear, and trauma. What happened that prompted you to seek support?
Well, they keep talking about sexual assault in ways that favor the perpetrators over the survivors. I can't listen to another senator suggest that they would prosecute a person who helps a child get an abortion, but not the adult who impregnated them.
Right. It sounds like they really don't care about survivors at all.
Exactly. It makes me feel like I'm going through my sexual assault all over again. You know, I was only 14 when it happened.
You were only 14.
Yes, and I wish these legislators would just stop pretending to care about survivors.
Right. I know this is hard and this whole situation is unfair. I appreciate you for being here today, though, even though it's activating. I feel glad that you asked for support when you needed it rather than burying your feelings.
Thank you so much for listening to me. I feel better already.
My pleasure. Please come talk to me anytime you need support. And see. So during this scenario, we practiced several different techniques, including emotion labeling, asking open-ended questions, paraphrasing, using I statements, mirroring, normalizing, and positive reinforcement. We hope this little video was helpful for you, and thanks again for signing up to be a Care Bear.